Chairwoman. Mayor Bowser, in what section of the district is the District of Columbia mentioned in the Constitution specifically?
I'm sorry, was that for me, Madam Chair?
Yes, Mayor Bowser.
Yes.
What was your question again, sir?
Turn your
In what
mic on,
section
please.
is the District of Columbia? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, in what section is the District of Columbia mentioned in the Constitution?
Are you referring to the district clause, sir?
I'm asking the District of Columbia, where is it mentioned in the Constitution?
The district clause. There may be.
It is
other-
not mentioned. It is not mentioned. It does mention the federal district, but it does not mention specifically the District of Columbia. But the Constitution, and that's Article 1, Section 8. In what context is the federal district mentioned in Article 1, Section 8?
I'm happy to go and refer to your references, but I don't have the sites off the top of my head.
Well, it's to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such district as may become the state seat of the government of the United States. That same section says that Congress will have the authority to purchase places for the erection of forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings for the district. Your proposal makes the National Mall, the White House, and the Capitol Complex the new district in the Constitution. Where are the forts going to be, and where are the dockyards going to be?
The forts, there is a system of forts around the District of Columbia currently, as you know, and those forts remain. I do think that your question may be somewhat outdated, sir. And when we think about the threats to our nation, we see it not in the form of people descending on the district where we need to be on high ground to defend. What we've seen actually in our most recent history, that our threats are domestic. That we have to be concerned about how the national intelligence apparatus can keep our nation safe. I think what we've also seen is that the new state will be a supporter of the national security and not a detractor from the national security.
Our scope here, and if you'd like to get into that, I'd be happy to get into that, because if you're bringing up insurrection, were there any weapons confiscated on the 6th?
Yes, sir, there were. And there were weapons confiscated leading up to the 6th.
Oh, no.
And there was also an explosion, an incendiary device that was located very close to this Congress, and where lawmakers were put in grave danger.
I think you made my point.
Yes.
I think you made my point. Now, it sounds like the Constitution clearly contemplates the district to be an actual city, doesn't it? Were the founding fathers just wrong in wanting a separate district controlled by Congress?
Could you repeat that, sir?
Yeah, it sounds like the Constitution clearly contemplates that the district be a separate city, doesn't it? Were the founding fathers just wrong in wanting a separate district controlled by Congress? Were they just wrong?
I think that the founding fathers recognized that they were stripping the people of the District of Columbia at the time. Only white men at the time could vote. And that they recognized that that was an issue that was going to have to be dealt with, both for representation in the national legislature and for self-government.
So now, let's going back to the size of the city. Yeah, you said it's about 700,000. Do you think that the size of Paris at the time that we considered this district was taking into consideration for the design of the district? What was the size of Paris in 1801?
I'm not sure what the size of Paris was in 1801.
It was about 630,000. So I think they took that well into consideration. Can you tell me when the district came under congressional authority?
The district 1801 Organic Act, is that what you're referring to? When the residents of the District of Columbia were stripped of voting representation in the national legislature? Yes, 220 years ago.
Can you tell me when the district came? Can you tell me from what states the district received its territory originally and when?
Congressman, I'm happy to go over a history lesson with you at the appropriate time. We, as you know, the states of Maryland and Virginia granted to the federal government lands that now comprise the District of Columbia.
One last question to Mr. Smith.